Hey all, welcome to ShareTrek. This is Raj here. And well, the share price of PACB is moving so fast that I had to scramble and get this video out. I was trying to do it in a more leisurely manner, but the times are forcing me, so I'll try and keep it short. Let's get started. Welcome back, friends. The genomic sequencing industry has been hard at work while we were fretting about the economy and tanking share prices. We have two super positive news items from this sector, one from PACB and the other from Illumina. First, let's talk about PACB because that's the bigger news out here, which is more tangible. PACB recently announced the availability of an initial portfolio of off-the-shelf long-read gene panels. They call this the Twist Alliance panels. These panels are developed in collaboration with Twist Biosciences Corporation. These fixed panels have been designed to capture target regions in a cost-effective and high-throughput manner. And customers will also have the ability to develop a fully customizable and scalable panel of that design for the sequencing with PACB hi-fi reads. Pacific Bio and Twist Biosciences have collaborated with researchers of renowned institutions to develop two alliance panels. The first panel includes coverage of nearly 400 challenging medically relevant genes, while the second panel was designed to capture 50 pharmacogenomic genes. So these have distinct applications. Pacific Bio and Twist Biosciences have also developed the dark gene panel with researchers to interrogate and detect around 400 hard-to-sequence genes of medical significance, which are associated with spinal muscular atrophy, Alzheimer's, and cardiovascular disease. Also, on Tuesday evening, that is just a day ago, Pacific Bio announced plans for a short reader sequence known as ONSO. First, the sequencer will be beta tested by scientists at the Broad Institute, Corteva AgriScience, and Weill Cornell Medicine, after which Pacific Bio expects to launch its new short read machines in the first half of next year. Pacific Bio's short read sequencer stems from its acquisition of Omniome in September of last year. It was an $800 million deal when counting downstream milestones. We had spoken about this in one of our earlier videos. And Pacific Bio said that its short read sequencers would come with a list price of around $259,000 per system. In addition, Pacific Bio is also launching a new long-read sequencer known as Revio. Pacific Bio touted that its latest long-read sequencer could read a whole genome for less than $1,000. The sequencer is priced at around $779,000, and Pacific Bio said it plans to begin shipping it the first quarter of next year. Meanwhile, Illumina, which has the dominance in the field of DNA sequencers, is under pressure. Illumina has tried to get into development by trying to reacquire its early cancer detection spin-out Grail and is currently battling US and European antitrust regulators. And I am afraid of this distraction. While PACB tries to challenge Illumina in the short read market, Illumina has got to retain its focus on its core business. So I also see some bright signs because meanwhile, Illumina is still making progress. A few weeks ago, Illumina signed up for a new collaboration with AstraZeneca with their goal of aligning their artificial intelligence development efforts in a way that combines genomic analysis and drug discovery research. Their joint efforts will explore whether applying AI to DNA and other omics sequencing data can increase their returns in successful biological targets and promising drug candidates, according to the joint press release. Joydeep Goswami, who is Illumina's Chief Strategy and Corporate Development Officer and Interim Chief Financial Officer, said their joint efforts will explore whether applying AI to DNA and other omics sequencing data can increase the returns in successful biological targets and promising drug candidates. And in the same press release, Joydeep Goswami, who is Illumina's Chief Strategy and Corporate Development Officer and interim CFO, said in the release that by identifying genes that show evidence of human disease causality, the combined framework has the potential to prioritize drug candidates with increased likelihood of approval. Also, on another front, Illumina is trying to expand its geographic footprint. Its NovaSeq X series costs lesser than before and has the ability to be more accessible to middle-income countries in Asia, which will be another gain for Illumina because right now Illumina doesn't have as much understanding of the Asian genome, but with a better footprint in the Asian markets, it will have a much better understanding of the Asian genome and the tools could also play a role in fighting infectious diseases that may emerge in future, because Illumina was heavily involved in understanding COVID-19, and Illumina's technology was used to sequence the first COVID-19 genome. And therefore, it stands to reason that with the increased geographical footprint, Illumina will become a force at the forefront of detecting pandemics and other vectors. And that's very positive for me, because I have been quite concerned about Illumina's preoccupation with Grail acquisition. And I'm also seeing that when I talk to my friends in India, I try to find out how far India has come when it comes to genomics, and I'm really a bit distressed to find that in India, genomics research is not going as fast as it could, because there are a lot of talented Indian scientists who are participating in this sector, but most of them are in the United States or in Europe, but not much is happening within India. But I think that with Illumina declaring such low-cost equipment, and also Illumina has said that it is seeing a lot of growth in Indian and Southeast Asian market as people uncover the power of next-generation sequencing and find that it provides a more comprehensive answer for doctors and thus better outcomes for patients. I'm thinking that not only doctor and patient relationship out there could work, but also many Indian companies, which are giants in generic drug manufacturing, could take this opportunity to start developing original medicine by looking at gene therapy as one of the areas where they could improve, because there's a lot of talent available in India from the universities. And if these generic companies do not take the opportunity to migrate into genomic medicine, they are going to find it very difficult to continue in the future, in my personal opinion. Now, coming to my conclusions, right? In conclusion, I think that Cathy Wood's theory that there would be exponential improvement in efficiency of technology, and that will drive down costs and increase productivity, seems to be coming true. The genome sequencing costs are being driven down sharply, and this in turn feeds into research by universities and genomics companies, and thus will increase research footprint and also reduce cost of future therapies. I would again say that it is unfortunate that all these groundbreaking news from genomics are coming in a bear market. I'm sure that when the market sentiments improve and we are out of the bear channel, many of these genomic companies are going to bounce back pretty sharply. Let us take a look at the price action before we end this video. Well, here we are on our TradingView platform, and you can see that Illumina share price is swiftly starting to raise, and it all comes with the news of their new product, the Twist panel. And I can also detect to a certain extent. I'm just going to try this out here. Let me find the proper widget. So if I was to look at these two ends and pull it down, we are seeing a shallow cup and handle pattern out here, in my opinion. Of course, this is not financial advice. This is just my opinion. And if I was to take a line from here and bring it upward, let me park it just out here, and I'm going to take another line and connect the two ends out here. So if I was to make a rough calculation out here, and if I just clone this and move it upward out here, then we can see that we are looking at a target price of 11.12 if this cup and handle pattern were to come to be true. So that's what I'm seeing there. Of course, friends, this is my technical analysis and personal opinion. This is not financial advice, so please be careful what you do out there. And today we are also seeing that our RSI is overbought at this point of time, and MACD is super bullish. So we might see a little bit of moderation, and that's where the handle is likely to form, and then we are likely to go up. That's my personal opinion. You can decide what you want to do with this information. Now let's go and have a look at Illumina. If you look at Illumina again, Illumina has been raising in the last few days. This is due to the low-cost panels that they have, low-cost GenSec machines that they have introduced. And when I look at the RSI, it's almost overbought, and MACD is also very bullish. So we are going to see a bit of moderation out here. And this also has some kind of cup pattern forming out here over a long period of time. Let me check and see whether we could even think of this as a cup and handle. I'll take it here, put this down here. It kind of looks like a cup to me. You can form your own decisions. I'm going to do a target setting out here. I'm going to take this, I'm going to clone it. So very rough calculation out here. So we're looking at a target price of 269.65 if this were to be a cup and handle pattern and if it materializes. And again, given the fact that we are in the RSI overbought stage, we could have a bit of consolidation out here, which could form the handle pattern and then we go up. So that's my expectation at this point of time. And of course, all these companies, when the market turns around, they are super poised to just reach their heights. Like for example, this Illumina has fallen all the way to, let us say, 236. Where is 236? Okay, so if we consider today's market price, we are looking at a drop of 57.52% so far for Illumina. So that's definitely positives because the company is continuing to improve its footprint. It's continuing to improve the cost effectiveness and the efficiency of its genomic sequencing machines. It's gathering more and more knowledge and efforts. So it's definitely going to bounce back, even if not for 57%, at least we are looking at a 30% bounce back at the bare minimum. And also remember, when it's bouncing back, it's bouncing from a lower base. So when we look at this 57% drop, we're looking at a higher base from which we have dropped. So I would definitely say we will easily jump 57%, which would take us somewhere closer to $406 or something. I think that's where it could potentially bounce if the market turns around from a bear market into a bull market. But for right now, I think a target of around 268.68 is what I'm looking at. So friends, I've stuck my neck out there and we'll see what happens in the near future. Again, all this is my personal opinion. It's not financial advice. So please do not invest based on what I'm saying, but invest based on your own convictions and your own logic. With that said, I would like to bring this video to an end. And I hope that you liked this video. If you liked the video, please press a like out there. And if you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe and help us grow this channel. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now.